to play the final arbiter. Yes, this content will be removed.
Sir, I believe the final arbiter has to be the government because it will frame the laws according to the national...
What about freedom of speech?
Sir, freedom of speech is granted to Twitter, but there are certain restrictions also to such freedom because there can be some unfortunate events if fake news is generated. There can be some violent incidents also. People also get motivated by such news. So freedom of speech and expression is granted to Twitter, but the main arbiter has to be the central government so that Twitter also complies with the national laws.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Ms. Ria, according to you, how is the governance in India?
Sir, I believe that the governance in India is good at the moment. It has been gradually improving over the years, and it is looking after the needs of...
But how is it good? There is so much of poverty, there is so much of communal tensions, there is so much of unemployment, there is not even drinking water, and basics are not available to millions, and you are saying that the governance has been good?
Sir, I meant that there are certain problems, but the governance has been improving because poverty has been reduced, the facilities of drinking water, electricity are being provided to the
how
people
long?
gradually.
75 years? It will take you 75 years to give clean drinking water to every Indian.
Sir, I believe that we have a very large population and the resources are also limited. So I believe because of that it is a little difficult, but I still believe that the administration is trying to do its best.
You are defending the government without, you are not even joined, you are defending it unnecessarily. Look at the communal tensions. All these cases are being slapped under UAP against people. Is it done?
Sir, I believe that cases are being registered for communal violence, but under the UAPA law. But then there are review mechanisms and judicial mechanisms also, where the cases are then analyzed and then the.
Achha, tell me, okay, you first tell me about left-wing extremism. When it started, from where it started, what is their objective, what is the situation? Just give me an overview.
Okay.
And after that, you must tell me why I have not been able to sort it out for decades. Yeah. First, tell me about left-wing extremism, please.
So left-wing extremism is mainly associated with the events which took place in 1967 in the Naxalbari district of West Bengal, wherein the people tried to snatch away the lands of the various zamindars and the rich people living there, because they believed that they had been denied of the resources for a long time. So violent incident took place, and from that left-wing extremism originated, and it spread to various
states. Is it justified? Is it justified, snatching lands of others, as you just said? Indulging in violence, is it justified?
No, sir. In my view, it is not justified, because violence is never the answer, and snatching away the land is also not right.
So tell me then, okay, go ahead. Then after 67, what happened all these years? What is their motive? They are still continuing. Where are they? Where are they very active these days?
Sir, now it has spread to various states such as Chhattisgarh, Jharkhand, West Bengal and Madhya Pradesh. These are known as the red districts of the red states of the country. And now the motive is mainly to get their rights over the resources which they believe have been taken over by the government. They have not been given the adequate resources such as land, water and electricity.
So why have they not been given? Why has the government failed?
Sir, they have been given, and the people living in these states have also been given the resources, but now it has taken an extremist kind of stance. So these people are using violence or taking arms and weapons, also using guerrilla warfare to attack the armed forces of the nation.
It has been decades now, and the problem is simmering. Why do you think government has not been able to sort it out?
Sir, I believe the government has not been able to sort it out fully because the left-wing extremist groups, they are mainly operating from the remote regions, which have
So
a very
then what?
difficult.
If you are operating from a remote region in your country, can't the government have control over remote regions? This
Yes.
is no argument.
Sir, I believe that they are operating from these remote regions, so there is a difficulty in reaching the terrain. And I also believe that these people are now, they do not have a consistent set of activities over a period of time. So it is difficult to track and anticipate also when such events will take
But
place.
does it speak well of the governance of a country that here is a problem for almost 6 decades and you are unable to solve it?
Yes, sir, it is certainly a problem related to governance.
And you are saying governance is good?
Sir, I meant that governance is gradually improving in other areas, but certainly there are problems such as left-wing extremism.
Acha, can you give me the landmarks in India's foreign policy since independence, please?
Sir, I believe the landmarks in India's foreign policy can be, first of all, the non-alignment policy or the non-alignment.